A very warm welcome to all our viewers. Welcome to the Sentinels Newsmakers in our series, Meet Your Deputy Commissioner. My
Right,
guest today is Mr. Bibhas Chandra Modi. He is the Deputy Commissioner of Golaghat. Mr. Modi, welcome to the show.
Thank
So,
you very much for inviting into the show.
pleasure.
Um,
Okay,
okay.
so let me start by asking you about, of course, the whole COVID situation. Golaghat hit the headlines, became the COVID hotspot for a while. So, how was the whole experience for you? Uh, how did you overcome all of those challenges at that point of time?
Uh, to begin with, actually, I took over the charge of the Deputy Commissioner Golaghat only on 1st February 2020. So after my joining, I think 2 days after of my joining, I received one message from the government that all the hotels in Kaziranga area that should be taken care of because generally the hotelers they allow the foreign tourists to stay there. Then we started hearing so many COVID cases in Italy and Spain. So we convened a meeting in the first week of February with all hoteliers and resort owners that we should take care of the foreign tourists properly to combat COVID, because in that period of time, this Italy and Spain, we had witnessed the highest spike of COVID patients there, and death cases were reporting too very high. So we created a WhatsApp group immediately to monitor the hoteliers and the tourists. So there was some significant steps taken from the district. We gave them form to fill up and self-declaration by the tourist himself or herself that he maintains a good health, he doesn't have any fever or like this. On self certification, we allowed the patient to allowed the tourist to stay in hotels. Thereafter, we started slowly asking the hoteliers to discourage the entry of foreigners here. Then ultimately we opted out for evacuation of the foreign tourists. Systematically, we evacuated entire foreign tourists. Then by end of February, all tourists have left Kaziranga. So that was the, you can say, the beginning and learning of what is all COVID
COVID.
about.
Yeah.
But in the month of mid-March, suddenly we received some information from government that there is some outburst of COVID cases in Nizamuddin Markaz. On 20, by this time on 25th March, lockdown declared by the government.
Yeah.
On 22nd, what happened on 31st March 2020, a list was shared by the state government that 11% from Golaghat attended the Nizamuddin Markaz in New Delhi, where a sudden surge of COVID-19 positive cases was reported. The event had a political chronology for that. This gave district a jolt overnight, and we started contact tracing began, which led to the listing of 53 people on contact tracing basis to the 11 Nizamuddin Markaz cases. Next date, out of that 11 person who visited Markaz, nine returnee tested positive, and two of them stayed back outside the state. So these 9 patients, they were brought to COVID hospital. It is surprising for us, and it would be a great pleasure now for me that we happened to be the first district to have COVID patient in the district civil hospital, where people didn't even know what is COVID patient for. We kept the COVID patient in hospital and started their treatment there. Then after all of them discharged with good health and all. So um, when these positive cases were tested, we
Mhm.
had to resort to announce this containment zone. For the first time, people started learning the word of restricted zone, containment zone. So we were, as a district, from the district administration was also in a haywire what to do. Then
Mm.
this we had gone through this all regulations. Then containment zone was created. We had to provide civil supplies to the
Right.
all villagers there. So medical
Mm.
teams were had to be sent, and the awareness camp had to be resorted. All
Right.
sanitization programs started. So these were the new concept at all, and challenges for the district administration, because we never witnessed such kind of situation in our time. So
Yeah.
ultimately, that gave us a very boost for our administration, that we can now face COVID. So that was a
Mhm.
confidence building measure, you can say, for the first time. Then
Right.
what happened? We started thereafter. The government created one program called community surveillance program. Then we started community surveillance program. We started taking sample collection, what is called as a swab. So
Mm.
in the community, in that period of time, there was not a single case reported positive. The
Right.
situation worsened actually when government has taken a decision to take all the laborers from the different corners of the country,
Country. Yes.
then particularly from South India, from Bangalore, Chennai, Egmore,
Mhm.
and so many places from South India, including Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, Gurgaon, Gujarat. So many places
Yes.
the people started coming, and at one point of time, one day we had to receive 890 Shramik passengers here in Forcutting
Wow.
station. So
Yeah.
we have to open a transport cell, emergency cell, transit camp,
Mm.
testing units. So it is
Yes.
a very mega event like thing. We had to arrange beds for 2,700 people within
Mm.
just 2 days. Just it is an I should say that it is an insurmountable type of task we had
Absolutely.
to take. So
Yes.
I am really indebted and thankful to all my colleagues, the civil servants, and all police officials and panchayat particularly. These people, they
Mhm.
came forward, and even the all people, they that was a like a moment, in for us to make the people aware. You just cannot leave a paper ki something is going to happen and people will understand. You need
Right.
to make a movement for that. So people participated in the COVID moment. We make them understood ki such a danger is there. You have to take
Mm.
part in such a way.
Right.
So within next 15 days, we had to open 48 quarantine center to accommodate these 3,000 people there. So
Mm.
this was the second part of our challenge. You can say that these people, we termed as a reversed migration theory.
Mm. Yeah.
So people are reversed. So in that point of time, we didn't face a single case of um,
Transmission.
communication. So this can be termed as the second phase. But when
Right.
on 25th, 24th,
Mhm.
state declared the lockdown on 25th, central government next day declared the lockdown. Then we faced a very unprecedented situation. We had to create our own stock for rice, dal, every grocery items in our shops.
Right.
Then suddenly everything is shut. So
Mm.
yeah, it is also very for now when I think over the history, that we are the first district who ensured home home delivery system.
Okay.
Because you have seen in that delivery system, home delivery system, I don't know, we the officers who decided to provide vegetables and on grocery, even the medicine. So we
Hmm.
invited so many young boys and asked them whether you are in a position to provide home delivery. They told us, yes, there is a delivery wala already that was on board in Golaghat. So
Okay.
we utilized their service. So we engaged as many as 35 vegetable vendors, and that vendors, they provided vegetables in the doorstep. Even the fish, we escalated the
Hmm.
business, like fish. Next day, then people came, sir, gakhir lage, then milk. So it went up and up. So we didn't
Yeah.
face any providing grocery,
Yes.
vegetables, and so there was no sort of community transmission we avoided by delivering in the doorstep. But in
Right.
fact, it can be reckoned that we have only 42,000 population in the township.
Hmm.
So it is a very small township with 13 wards, so we could manage very well. But one
Right.
thing which pinched us, that we used to visit the villagers, because we understood that villagers
Hmm.
are suffering from so many disadvantages in the unprecedented situation. So
Mm.
one day, Honorable Minister Agriculture also visited. He also, I also accompanied him, and I saw the grievances, that is pent up frustration among the villagers, that there was vegetables available in the market, and you know the Golaghat is known as the hub of vegetables.
Right.
So that ignited me something like that, and we created a concept called Tholua Krishak Bazar. Only local
Okay.
people can come in the bazaar. So I am proudly on record that Golaghat
Hmm.
opened two Tholua Krishak Bazar. That has made a sustainable character. Now it is started with 72,000 business per day. Now it is escalated up to 2,50,000 per day. So
So,
we have
so they, yeah.
invested more than 20 lakhs for creating infrastructure like toilet, their office, and the go down. Now
Hmm.
two vehicles we have arranged from the district administration side, and the major contribution what our team has done, that we have broken up the chains of dalals. Now
Okay.
villagers, they are plucking up their vegetables straight away, they are selling to the market. There is
Okay. So
no
there's
middleman.
all right. So there's a mandi. Two mandis have been
Yes,
created
in
now.
Golaghat and Dergaon. Yeah.
Okay. So
So
these
we are
are
happy with
absolutely
that note.
right. So the local farmers, they come with their produce minus the middlemen, and they are
Yeah,
they are doing business of 2 lakh plus, is what you are saying.
yeah, every
Uh,
day. And
every day, 2 lakh plus.
can you imagine? It starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it is
Morning.
finishes by 7:30 in the morning.
Right. So
So
it
we
must
are,
have been, yeah, so you joined just in February, and then you were thrown
yeah,
into this massive thing. You know, the whole
yeah,
Marcas thing blew up, and then the tourist Kaziranga thing. So suddenly, your hands were full. So how did you actually, get along with your team, because you had just come in as the deputy commissioner? And suddenly there are so many things to take care of. You said 43 quarantine centers to be made,
48.
48, sorry, yes, and then 3,000 people to be accommodated. So
Right.
how did you manage to do all of these things?
When I if now it has become a reminiscence. When I
Mhm.
think back, look back, then I
Yes,
think whether it was possible to do. If today I
absolutely.
am asked, I think I get confused. How could it is possible for us to
Right.
deliver such kind of thing? But
Yes.
I should be on record that during that trying time, our
Mm.
health minister, both
Mm.
MOS and minister, our local minister, all the MLAs, they are constantly in touch, and they are supported the entire administration like anything. So
Right.
it was a total a team effort, and I am really blessed with the very young, energetic officers of civil servants here, and all the police team is very with high energy. So
Mhm.
including the health team and the panchayati workers, everybody supported. You see, it is
Right.
a huge, huge challenge. You
Absolutely.
single-handedly cannot do
Mm.
anything. So you need
Right.
a social support. And people by and large, they have supported. You see, always there will be some percentage of people, they will test you whether you are doing good
Mm.
or bad. that testing will always be there. But still we survive all testing, and people got the confidence that district administration is on the right track, so they were supporting me. That's what I understand.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
at the same time, COVID didn't stop us
Hmm.
from other functions. So I can tell you on record that individual household latrine that are being constructed
Hmm.
under SBN Gramin from the Ministry of Drinking Water, and that a PhD department is
Yeah.
conducting it. So when I joined, I saw that Golaghat, the parameter wise, it is in the very lower. I think it is,
Hmm.
our rank was 23rd or 24th, like that. So we started with our officers to discuss that we have to finish our target within 30 days. So I
Right.
didn't expect, but we ensured 92% completion certificate, and we topped the slot in the state. So on
Oh.
31st March, when government sent me a letter that you have
Yeah.
achieved 92% and your position is in the top in the state, that really my team really, they deserve all admiration from all corners. But
Absolutely.
after that COVID came, we now staggered at 93%, but still with second position in the state. Likewise,
Yeah.
our Jal Jeevan mission is also continuing.
Yeah.
So development and COVID,
Yes.
both, and all agriculture go downs. Whatever the
Hmm.
stocks piles that where in our agriculture go down, we ensured that within 15 days everything is disposed. Now, if
Okay.
you come to Golaghat and visit our 4 godowns, not a single thing you will find either in the form of manure, in the form of any inputs. Everything is distributed. In Chief
Okay.
Minister Gram Unnayan Yojana, tractors are
Hmm.
provided, all targets fulfilled. So we continued with the pace of the farmer, development of the farmer, so that farmer doesn't get any hiccup. So
All
it
right.
is
So
in the process.
yeah, and what about all those people, who return back home? So you are already
Yeah.
doing so much for the farmers, and also the young entrepreneurs. Like you said, you roped in youngsters for the home delivery system, which helped on two counts. One, to control COVID, people didn't have to come out of their homes; they got their essentials at their doorstep. And also there was this business angle to it, that the young entrepreneurs, they could earn few bucks while the whole
Yeah,
COVID
yeah.
lockdown thing was also happening. So a very win-win for everybody. So as far as the returnees are concerned, uh, उनके लिए आप लोगों ने क्या, I'm sure you must have done something for
Yeah,
them as
yeah. You see, government created one portal called Assam Cares.
well. Hmm.
So
Yeah.
in Assam Cares, the portal was meant for the reverse migrants.
Hmm.
So we registered 19,000 plus reverse migrant in Assam Cares, but
Right.
ultimately only 4,833
Yeah.
4,893
Yeah.
reverse migrant came back to our district. So immediately what we did after their arrival, they were put in quarantine, they were tested. So many people tested positive. In that process, we lost our 2 months, very valuable time of 2 months. So what happened after 2 months?
Hmm.
After 2 months, when they returned back to their home, then we
Yes.
started feeling the heat that these people are
Right.
jobless. Now they
Yeah.
need some sort of rural pumping of funds to these people, so
Yeah.
that they can give a good choice. So
Hmm.
we mapped the entire scenario. What we
Hmm.
did out of this, it is on record that we mapped in that way that if you have some land in your homestead land, then
Yes.
they were given under Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. We have sanctioned, we have covered 502 reverse migrant under that project. So
Okay.
we, as a DC and project director, we sanctioned 502 schemes to this reverse migrant, only for composite farming, farm pond, on creation
Okay.
of pond, and with the
Hmm.
plantation. And plantation, that is restricted to guava, to papaya, banana
Mm.
plantation, and this black pepper and arecanut. That means what we call tamul here. So
Okay. Yeah.
now they are also very happy with the schemes. It is they are already engaged in the field. So I am also covering some of them under the schemes led by welfare of SC,
Mm-hmm.
like people who try to take goatery, poultry, dairy,
Yes.
they, because these are the traditional thing people are very accustomed to in their day-to-day life. I don't want to impose them a very new type of schemes that this is the skilling, you can go for
Mm-hmm.
that, you can go for
Mm-hmm.
that. But traditionally what people can do in the field, I have conducted 12 awareness camps with all these reverse migrants. So
Okay.
in the awareness camp, what we have done, I have enlisted 5 Pradhan Mantri schemes. Say Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana,
Mm-hmm.
what these schemes offer to them. Next, so many people are booked under this Pradhan Mantri Shram Yojana, because if you pay total in 21 years, if you pay 27,340 like that, after completion of 60 years, that labor for next 20 years, that laborer will get 3,000 per month, means 1 year that laborer will get 36,000. If you multiply it by 20, 36,000 into 20 years.
Right.
So this is a more than 7 lakhs affair. So I convinced the people, our team convinced the people ki you just invest per month 55 rupees to 240. So thereafter one day you will get, when you attain at the age of 60, then you will
Mm-hmm.
get at least 3,600 per month. So
Right.
we made them understood what is called Prime Minister Fasal Bima Yojana. So
Mm-hmm.
8,000 people are already registered under that Fasal Bima Yojana. And out of this reverse migrant, we have identified 70 cases. We have already provided 70 KCC, Kishan Credit Card. And
Okay.
Assam Gramin Vikas Bank has sanctioned loan for that. And one interesting case we found that one boy, is a BTech. He applied
Mm-hmm.
under PME GP. He was trying to develop some fruit juice unit there, that
Okay.
manufacturing unit. So we contacted with the banker and he got 9,17,000
All right.
loan from the bank. So
Okay.
these are the activities we are trying, so that people get the confidence in them that district
Yes.
administration is with us. So if
Right.
they come, we can do. So
Yeah.
we have submitted our requirement for this river migrant. So many schemes like biofloc fish cultivation. You
Mm-hmm.
know, biofloc fish cultivation, it requires only 4 diameter tank. So
Mm-hmm.
here you can go for this magur fish, singi fish, pavo, and kawai. These are the very costly fish in the market. By only
Right.
investing 75,000, after 3 months you can reap back your benefit. So first return is your investment, you can get back. From the second turn you will
Mm-hmm.
start reaping your benefit. So that
Right.
skill development has been started with the few
Mm.
entrepreneur. So many things are going on. I think
Right.
within next 2 to 3 months, everybody will be something, because we have asked for some CSR from ONGC and NRL also, so that
Okay.
they can be taken into confidence. And NRL and ONGC have expressed their interest on this matter,
Mm-hmm.
because they have accepted our proposal. We have
Good.
submitted proposals to so many public sector units, so that these
Yeah.
boys who have returned here, so reverse migrant, they do not go back.
Right.
So
So,
so far so good.
yes, absolutely. So, a lot of things that you are already doing there, not just taking care of the COVID positive people, but also all those people who have issues as far as their livelihoods are concerned, that also is being taken care of. Now, of course, this whole tourist thing, the hotels, Kaziranga National Park being shut, because of the COVID situation, this has really impacted everybody there. The tourism sector has been hit a lot. So, what are the things that you are doing in that particular space?
You see, we have our chief minister has also visited twice or thrice Kaziranga, and he had
Yes.
prolonged meeting with all stakeholders with us. And what he suggested, and that we should now start with promoting domestic tourism. First, our
Yes.
people should start visiting Kaziranga.
Right.
So this time we also tried during this rainy season, people should
Mm-hmm.
watch what forestry is called. So if our people, it is a gateway. You see, we
Mm-hmm.
open Kaziranga only in the dry spell. So when it is
Right.
full of dust, but people in North India, if
Mm.
they come during rainy season and
Yes.
witness the last rain forest with the rain, so it is I think this kind of scenario, um, it is a magical scenario.
Right.
It never happens anywhere in the country. So we
Mm-hmm.
should encourage people to visit during flood, because people also should see how flood also can be a part of tourism. So this time during COVID, we could not make it up to our expected level.
Mm.
But with domestic tourism, we should try for enjoying our rain in the forest in Kaziranga, when we block Kaziranga for visiting inside the Kaziranga, but outside Kaziranga, it is a lovely place to live during the rainy season.
So basically, what you are saying is that maybe in the coming months, even during the rains, the national park will be shut, but
Yeah.
tourists will be allowed. But I mean, when there's all flood all around, won't that be really tough for the administration to manage? Create that kind of infrastructure and facilities for the people.
No, you see, flood, uh, we flood that prevails only for a week or 10 days.
Okay. All right. All right.
There may be two second wave or third wave maximum.
Right.
So
Yeah.
1 month we can take for flood, but after
Right.
1 month we should forget it, but allow people
Okay.
to enjoy it.
All right. And I'm sure you must be working towards creating proper infrastructure and all the facilities. If you're thinking on these lines, attracting tourists during the floods as well. So I'm sure you're thinking about everything else that would be required if such a step is taken in the coming days. So, as far as the education and primary health care in the rural areas are concerned, what have the administration done so far? What are the steps taken, or you are planning in the coming days?
Truly and honestly speaking, we could not give our 100% to education sector.
Hmm.
That is because I shall not be honest if I say that I have done a lot for education sector. So we are hard pressed, but still with the consistent effort from our inspector of schools, we used to discuss online. We could not reach up to the people, because in the villages people don't encourage to go for online teaching. But what
Right.
we did, that we have given some assignment to the students only for
Okay.
class 8, 9 and 10, that
Hmm.
you do the assignment and submit it back. So in
Okay.
that selective way, we have pursued something, and one app also we developed, that if
Yeah.
you have any query, any subject, you please
Mhm.
load it and you will get back the answer. So that much we have
Okay. All right. That's really nice. You being very honest about all the things, and it was wonderful having this chat with you. But before I let you go, I would like to hear from you about the road infrastructure and all of those things. What is the situation right now? And of course, wonderful job you did handling COVID soon after you joined. So, and what are your plans for the people of your district?
done. This is a very ambitious question, in fact. But
Yes, particularly
for
during these times.
PWD,
Mhm.
whatever the roads we have been sanctioned under PMAGY and Assam Mala, we have already, and CIDF, we have 100% we have executed it. And what are the in the second phase we have received sanction, the
Mhm.
works are on. During
Okay.
COVID also, there is a water resource embankment and the construction of roads, including national highway 4 lane. We didn't
Yeah.
allow to stop anything. It is just going on. It is on the move.
Okay. All right. And finally, your plans for the people of your district. You're already doing enough, but when things get back to normal, the new normal, as we all say, as we all love to say. So I'm sure you must be having more developmental plans going ahead.
You see, as a DC, we need to just execute the schemes. There are
Yeah.
hundreds of schemes given by the government. If we
Hmm.
can fulfill at least 70 to 80% of the schemes,
Right.
I think the development scenario would change to a greater
Absolutely.
extent.
Right.
You don't
Right.
have to go for everywhere for innovation, because schemes are
Absolutely.
for the people only. If we execute it, we will get the result.
Yes, the implementation is the key for better development and upgradation.
Right, right,
Yes.
right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Modi. Thank you for your time, and it was wonderful hearing. It was a real candid interaction. You were very candid about everything you had to share and great things that you're doing in your district. Thank you one more time, and thank you, viewers, for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you very
Goodbye.
much.